Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates. First of all, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's crucial for you to stay informed with the news daily. Without further ado, let's get to the news. The basketball world has been buzzing nonstop ever since Kevin Durant, one of the most electrifying scorers in NBA history, dropped a comment that instantly set social media ablaze. When asked about the possibility of returning to the Golden State Warriors, Durant didn't hold back, stating in no uncertain terms that it's not my moment to come back. Just imagine, fans who have followed Durant since his early days with the Thunder, then his meteoric rise in Brooklyn and his controversial move to Golden State, suddenly hearing this. The timing couldn't be more perfect for speculation to explode. Pundits, analysts, and commentators have been dissecting his words from every possible angle, trying to determine if this is a firm decision or simply a strategic maneuver to keep all options open. Durant has always been a player whose presence on the court changes the dynamics of any game, and his potential return to the Warriors, even as a rumor, sends shockwaves through the league. Social media platforms are flooded with posts, memes, and heated debates, with fans divided between those who hope for a reunion and those who feel that chapter of Durant's career is definitively closed. The mere hint of him considering a return has already affected narratives around team rosters and trade talks for the upcoming season, demonstrating Durant's unmatched influence in the basketball ecosystem. The context of Durant's statement is layered and complex, reflecting not just his career trajectory, but also the intricate relationships he has built with teammates, coaches, and management over the years. His departure from the Warriors was marked by triumph and tension alike. He helped the team secure championships, yet his exit left fans, players, and analysts grappling with the reasons behind it. When he now addresses the possibility of returning and frames it as "not my moment," it raises countless questions about timing, personal priorities, and professional strategy. Durant has always approached basketball not just as a game, but as a platform for shaping his legacy, and every public statement carries the weight of that long-term vision. The Warriors, on the other hand, have evolved in his absence, with new players stepping up and others redefining their roles within the team framework. The delicate balance of team chemistry, salary cap considerations, and the league's competitive landscape all play into the gravity of Durant's words. It's fascinating to witness how a single comment can ripple across arenas, sports bars, online forums, and casual conversations, fueling speculation while simultaneously influencing public perception. In a league where narratives often matter as much as stats, Durant's remark is a perfect example of how one player's voice can shift discussions at every level, from the casual fan to seasoned analysts, creating a whirlwind of conjecture and anticipation that's impossible to ignore. Durant's hesitation about returning to the Warriors seems rooted not merely in personal preference, but also in strategic foresight, as he carefully considers the trajectory of his career and the timing of his moves. In the highly scrutinized environment of professional basketball, every decision carries long-lasting repercussions, and Durant is acutely aware of how history will judge him. Opting out of a potential reunion at this stage could reflect a desire to explore new opportunities, test his abilities in different contexts, or maintain control over his own narrative without being overshadowed by past affiliations. Moreover, the dynamics of the Warriors themselves are under constant evolution. Changes in coaching strategies, player rotations, and management priorities make any potential return not just a matter of talent, but also of fit. The idea of Durant walking back into an arena where he once experienced both monumental victories and intense criticism adds layers of complexity to the rumor, offering fans and commentators endless material to analyze. Social media reactions are particularly revealing, as threads oscillate between nostalgia, hope, and skepticism, each fueled by snippets of past performances and the emotional weight of championship memories. Analysts have started constructing hypothetical scenarios in which Durant rejoins, speculating on lineups, game strategies, and the potential impact on playoff odds, demonstrating how much influence a single statement can have on the collective imagination of the basketball community. In short, Durant's carefully measured remark is enough to send shockwaves through not just the Warriors fan base, but the entire NBA ecosystem, reminding everyone of the gravitational pull his presence still holds. The timing of Durant's comment also adds a layer of intrigue, coinciding with trade rumors, free agency chatter, and broader questions about the Warriors' championship prospects in the next seasons. Basketball insiders are dissecting the context, tone, and subtle nuances of his statement, trying to gauge whether "not my moment" is a definitive closure or a temporary pause before potential re-entry. Durant has always been a master of controlling his narrative, using the media to his advantage while maintaining an aura of unpredictability. Every word he utters carries the weight of experience, calculation, and strategic foresight, making his reluctance to return a tantalizing point of discussion for fans and pundits alike. The Warriors, aware of Durant's influence, are likely monitoring public sentiment and internal dynamics closely, knowing that even a hint of negotiation or interest could alter roster decisions and market strategies. Meanwhile, the broader NBA landscape is watching intently, as Durant's moves have historically affected not just a single team, but the competitive balance across conferences. Speculation about his future, possible matchups, and potential championship runs has dominated sports talk shows, podcasts, and online debates, creating an atmosphere where every detail matters. Analysts are even going so far as to examine the financial implications of a Durant return, calculating salary cap adjustments, luxury tax scenarios, and player acquisition strategies, highlighting how interconnected and high-stakes this seemingly casual comment truly is within the grand chessboard of professional basketball. Fans, meanwhile, are experiencing a roller coaster of emotions as Durant's words stir up memories of unforgettable performances, buzzer beaters, and historic championship runs. Social media is ablaze with reactions ranging from shock and disappointment to hope and strategic optimism, reflecting the intense personal connection that fans develop with players of Durant's caliber. Memes, hot takes, and opinion threads proliferate by the hour, each attempting to interpret his intentions, motivations, and future plans. The human element cannot be ignored, as fans grapple with the nostalgia of his previous tenure with the Warriors, while simultaneously recognizing that his career moves are ultimately shaped by professional priorities and personal timing. Commentators and content creators have seized the opportunity to create in-depth analyses, speculative videos, and debate segments, capitalizing on the intrigue surrounding Durant's statement. Sports bars, fan gatherings, and casual discussions alike are now dominated by what-if scenarios, with supporters imagining how a reunion could redefine championship odds and alter team dynamics. Even international fans, far removed from the local Bay Area scene, are drawn into the speculation, demonstrating the global resonance of Durant's presence and the far-reaching consequences of a single carefully worded comment. Ultimately, the public response underscores the powerful interplay between player statements, fan engagement, and media amplification in shaping the ongoing narrative of professional basketball and the personal legacy of a superstar like Durant. Amidst the swirling speculation, one cannot ignore the underlying narrative of Durant's career arc, which has always combined brilliance, controversy, and strategic decision-making. His path has been marked by extraordinary achievements, from MVP-caliber seasons to championship titles, yet has also been punctuated by decisions that spark debate and sometimes division among fans. This context magnifies the impact of his current statement, as "not my moment" can be interpreted through multiple lenses: personal timing, professional strategy, or even a subtle commentary on team dynamics and organizational priorities. Sports journalists and analysts are meticulously breaking down his phrasing, comparing it with past interviews, social media posts, and cryptic comments to build a cohesive understanding of his mindset. Meanwhile, the Warriors organization faces its own set of considerations, balancing the allure of a potential reunion with the practical realities of team cohesion, salary structures, and competitive strategy. Even the concept of timing, both in terms of season, scheduling, and the broader arc of Durant's career, becomes a critical lens through which every stakeholder views his statement. The rumor mill spins faster as every hypothetical scenario gains traction, from mid-season acquisitions to strategic roster adjustments, fueling a cycle of analysis, debate, and fan speculation that seems destined to continue until Durant himself chooses to clarify his intentions, keeping the basketball world on edge in anticipation of the next chapter in this ever-evolving story. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. As the rumor mill continues to churn, the implications of Durant's statement extend far beyond the Warriors organization, touching on broader narratives across the entire NBA landscape. Teams across both conferences are weighing the potential domino effect of a Durant return, examining how it could shift power dynamics, alter playoff projections, and influence free agency decisions. The media frenzy surrounding his comment has created an atmosphere where speculation and reality blur, with pundits debating endlessly about whether Durant's timing is strategic or merely reflective of his current mindset. The ripple effect is felt not only in the locker rooms, but also in the social media feeds of millions of fans worldwide, who dissect every nuance of his tone, posture, and word choice. Analysts create hypothetical scenarios for lineup adjustments, defensive strategies, and offensive plays, as if Durant's mere presence could rewrite the statistical probabilities of championship outcomes. Conversations about chemistry, leadership, and team culture dominate forums, podcasts, and talk shows, revealing how deeply interconnected player decisions are with the perception of organizational stability. Fans, in turn, are left in a liminal space between hope and realism, crafting theories that range from an immediate reunion to a prolonged hiatus. Durant's reputation for making calculated, deliberate career choices ensures that every statement is loaded with meaning, leaving observers eager to decode what "not my moment" truly signifies in the complex calculus of his professional journey and personal priorities, keeping the entire basketball community enthralled and on edge. The question of Durant's potential return also invites comparisons to other iconic NBA comebacks and team reunions, amplifying the narrative with historical resonance. Fans and analysts alike draw parallels with past scenarios where superstars revisited former teams, weighing the outcomes, risks, and successes in each instance. Every comparison fuels speculation, as enthusiasts debate whether Durant's skill set and leadership style could integrate seamlessly into a team that has evolved significantly since his departure. Meanwhile, social media serves as both a battleground and a creative playground, where memes, polls, and debates reflect the emotional intensity of the fan base. Every hypothetical matchup is dissected, from potential regular season showdowns to playoff confrontations, revealing the layers of excitement and apprehension that accompany even the hint of Durant's involvement. The Warriors' own roster considerations are magnified by this context, as management balances strategic planning, player morale, and salary cap logistics against the allure of reuniting with a former superstar. Sports journalists meticulously chronicle every statement, from interviews to subtle social media interactions, constructing a narrative that is as much about Durant's personal agency as it is about team dynamics. Ultimately, this ongoing discourse underscores the intricate dance between individual player decisions, collective organizational strategy, and fan engagement, creating a continuously evolving story that captivates audiences across the globe, blurring the lines between rumor, expectation, and potential reality in the high-stakes world of professional basketball. Durant's careful framing of "it's not my moment to come back" also suggests an acute awareness of timing as a strategic tool in professional sports, highlighting his ability to manipulate narratives without fully committing to a public decision. By leaving the statement open-ended, Durant allows speculation to flourish while maintaining control over his personal and professional image, a tactic he has demonstrated repeatedly throughout his career. Analysts point out that this approach enables him to gauge public sentiment, measure media reaction, and potentially influence the strategic decisions of rival teams, all without physically stepping onto a court. The psychological impact of such a statement on both fans and competitors cannot be overstated, as it introduces uncertainty that affects game planning, roster flexibility, and even betting markets. Warriors insiders, understanding Durant's meticulous attention to timing, are likely evaluating the implications with precision, considering both short-term disruptions and long-term opportunities that might arise from a reunion. Meanwhile, the public discourse oscillates between hope, nostalgia, and caution, reflecting a collective engagement with a narrative that merges personal legacy with team dynamics. From fan forums to professional analysis platforms, every hypothetical scenario is explored in depth, reinforcing the cultural and sporting significance of Durant's presence and words. In effect, Durant's remark exemplifies the complex interplay between timing, perception, and influence in professional sports, demonstrating how a single carefully crafted statement can dominate discourse, shape expectations, and set the stage for months of speculation without requiring immediate action, solidifying his role as both a player and a narrative force within the NBA. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.